In this video, I'm going to be teaching you a personality profiling hack that I use to create better rapport, make sales, get better connections, and do it in a fraction of the time. Hi, my name is Mark Ottobre. I'm the owner and founder of Enterprise Fitness, author of the Enterprise Diet, and creator of the Enterprise Fitness Academy. We've trained tens of thousands of clients to creating head-turning results. I've worked with everyone from world champions, Commonwealth Games gold medalists, Olympians, to people who've never been into the gym before and created tens of thousands of head-turning results. In this video, we're going to be diving into the very important psychological aspect of how to get through to people. And I'm going to use a model, the bird typing model. And you may not have seen this and you may be familiar with other personality profiles. I really like this one because it's fun, it's easy to remember, and it uses birds, which is just cool because you can use visual representation of these things. So let's lay this system out. There are 4 bird types that you want to be aware of. And the 4 bird types are your eagle, peacock, dove, and your owl. What are these bird types? Let's start with the first 2, which is your eagle and your peacock. The difference in the eagle and peacock is your eagle is task-orientated and your peacock is people-orientated. And they're both extroverts. So the eagle is very focused on task. They swoop across the sky, they see the reptile on the floor, they know they want to eat it, so they swoop down and they claw it and they kill and they get what they want. They pick one thing out and they're functional, they're task focused, they're quick to make decisions, and they act within an instant. Your peacock is kind of a little bit different. They like to, make feathers and show themselves off and show off essentially and socialize, and they're very extroverted by nature, and they like the here and now what's happening. They're not as focused on their surroundings, they're focused on having fun. And the way they interact is a little bit different. You know a eagle by the way they talk. They're talking in very upfront language, they're very frank, they're straight shooters. They know why they're at the sales consult, they know why they're going to consult with you, they know what they want, they know the results that they want. They're awesome clients because you don't have to guess what an eagle is thinking, because they'll tell you exactly what they're thinking, and they'll be very brutally honest and blunt with you, which is great because that way you can get them the results that they're looking for. The peacock, they also make decisions very fast, but you need to win a peacock over with your personality, with your rapport. They're not going to do business with you just because you're the best in town. They want to do business with someone they like and they can get along with and also have fun with. You know a peacock from when they walk in because usually they'll have a designer bag, their tracksuit will be matching, they'll have the latest Lululemon outfit on, they'll have colors, and they'll just be people who are quite extroverted. Rules to interacting with an eagle: be upfront, be on time, be direct. I can't stress that enough. Be direct with an eagle. They will 100% respect them more, and call them out if you need to. And you can call them out in a very matter-of-fact way. They don't like mincing words. Do not mince words with an eagle. To win over a peacock, have fun. Have lots of rapport. Focus on the social dynamics first, and always kind of gift wrap your words to them. So if you want to tell them to do an action or instruction, always keep at the forethought of how much rapport do I have with this person? How much do they like me and trust me? And then if I want to deliver them kind of harsh news, then I can deliver them harsh news. But it needs to be gift wrapped, because if you don't gift wrap those words, it's not going to hit the same. They're going to take you as offensive. They value the friendship and the social aspect, even sometimes more so over just the tell me what to do. Whereas the eagle, they want the tell me what to do aspect. If we move to the bottom quadrant, we have our doves and owls. Now, your dove is a people-orientated introvert, and your owl is a task-orientated introvert. Now, these two are kind of fun dynamics, right? Owl also kills, by the way. So the only 2 birds that kill are your eagle and your owls. Owls kill, and the way the owls will kill you is with questions. When you're selling to an owl, they are going to ask you every question. Sometimes you're going to look at them and think, why the hell are they asking me this question? Great example of this is I had an owl come in and they asked me, they did their question things, they asked me their 20 questions, and one of their questions was, which train comes past? And I said, why, do you catch the train? And they said, no, just in case one day I want to. And I said, actually don't know, let me look it up. I looked it up for them, I answered the question. At that point, they pulled out their credit card and paid for it. To me, it was bizarre because I definitely fall in more of the eagle category, but it just shows you how different people come to buying decisions. So the owl is going through their kind of checklist, their questions, they're sussing you out, and the way they suss you out is by asking you lots and lots and lots of questions. And when they're satisfied, not when you're satisfied, when they're satisfied that you are the expert and you've passed their test, that's when they'll buy. So think of an owl as someone who's a lawyer, an accountant, in data, in technology, someone who's very, very focused on data and information and want to acquire as much data as possible. And that's how they make their decisions. So you can tell owls generally not by the way they dress, not by the way they speak, but generally by the questions they ask. And more specifically, the amount of questions they ask. Owls are phenomenal clients because once you pass their expert test, they'll be a client for life. And usually an owl will say something like, I've read every article on your website, or I listen to most of your podcasts. They have done research on you before they even come into your facility. So they're awesome and they're fairly easy to manage in the sense that you just need to give them information and data because they're highly logical and they make highly logical decisions. So you always need to have an appeal to logic rather than emotion. It's nice if you can do both, but definitely logic with an owl is super, super important. Then we move to your doves. Doves are probably in Australia the most common that I've seen. There are definitely a lot of people would fall into this category of doves. Doves are very sweet people, very nice, very caring, very loving, and it really is all about the relationship. And a dove, they're hard to spot sometimes because they listen more than they talk. And doves usually like a caretaker kind of roles. So you probably find a dove in any real service, really. Like you find a dove in as a nurse, as a social worker, as a counselor, as a psychologist, a customer service role. They make awesome because they listen and they want to hear your story. They're curious about you and they're also happy to be led a lot of the time. They do make decisions very slowly, by the way. And this is the one bird type that, if they say to me they need to think about it, I will give them 24 hours because unlike an eagle, they make decisions slow. And for them, their decision-making process is you need to give me time as part of information. And I know in previous videos, I've said that, people don't need time. And it's even true with doves, but doves are just slower moving. And you need to respect that. And when you respect and appreciate it, you usually create very long-term bonds with these type of clients and these type of relationships. They do prioritize that personal relationship and that personal interaction. Yes, they want results. Of course they want results, but not like the eagle. The eagle is soaring the sky, just looking for results and really couldn't give a rat's about your personality and if they like you or not. Just, are you the right person? Can you deliver me this? Whereas your dove really does care about that stuff and they won't do business unless they trust you and have that level of rapport with you. So a dove, you're always approaching it much softer, whereas I can be very direct with an eagle and they'll appreciate that. With a dove, again, I'm gift wrapping my words. I'm asking them questions. I'm leading a dove with my questions, not my words and statements. With peacock, I can lead them with statements. An owl, to a great part, I can lead with them with statements. With a dove, not at all. You want to be asking questions of, do you think this is the best way we can approach your results? What would you like? You want to be a lot more caring. I've spoken before about authority and empathy. When you're working with a dove, you are working more on the side of empathy than authority because they already trust you. If you're working with a dove, they've already assumed that you're an authority. It's about getting into that empathy. They need to feel understood before they can trust you. So these are the bird types. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, follow-up questions, I'll make a part 2 to this. Leave them in the comments below. And if you want more great hacks in terms of the psychology of coaching and making sales, building a personal training business, or getting phenomenal results for your clients, check out my book, The Enterprise Diet. And if you want to do a face-to-face course with me and mentor, check out enterprisefitnessacademy.com where you can grab a checklist to how I operate and mentor trainers to growing very successful businesses. So until next time, hit subscribe on my YouTube and ring that bell, and I'll see you on the next video.